Hi everybody, this is Shiro from Guided Soul-ution, and on this episode of From the Heart, I wanted to talk about the wisdom behind manifestation. So, after my profound awakening, one of the greatest truths I've come to realize was that I am the creator of my reality. So until then, I embraced and was bound by the dogma of religion, right? The dogma says, though it says you're a child of God, that God gave you life, God gave you that identity, designed who you are, gave you the deck of cards, and there's a will for you to live up to, so to speak. And even though we are a child of God, really, it's the dogma separates God and man. Ding. So in the end, the realization was actually that I came full circle to realize it's so true, except that I am God. I am the extension of the source, divine creator. And with that, the full ownership of my life was restored. Because until then, it was always asking for permission. And that really helped me to also reflect on my past and own the patterns of struggle and choices that I was making. And I came to really understand the law of attraction and manifestation, that I was manifesting, whether in positive or negative, those things that I was truly vibing to from my heart. And now, law of attraction and manifestation has become part of the popular culture. A lot of people know about it. You don't have to be truly esoteric or spiritual to embrace that narrative, or that belief, which is beautiful. But with that came the abundance of teachers and teaching the methods and techniques of manifestation, and I felt like, although what I'm sharing today isn't necessarily new, I'm not the only one certainly, but I felt like it was necessary to bring the emphasis and reminder to some of you who already know this, that manifestation, if we look at it from the point of view of method and technique, and which is really performance and result, we may be missing a very important point. And that is that the journey in between is where the wisdom of manifestation is, right? What we know doesn't make us who we are. When knowledge is embodied and we become integrated with that knowledge, it becomes wisdom. And when we start to realize that what we set the intention to manifest, that is just a point of trajectory. It's just something for us to set a direction to start our journey. So even when we look at, let's look at manifestation like a cooking. When we're cooking, we tend to, of course, look at, well, for those of you who don't cook, right? That's more so, this is a good point. We want to just eat the entree. But when we look at how that entree is cooked, all the ingredients and the prep that goes into it, and sometimes it takes that patience, right, for it to cook, grill, to bake. That's really what created that entree. And if you do cook, the cooking process, the more you enjoy the cooking process, the more you savor the entree that you created, and you really enjoy someone else enjoying your cooking and so forth. So, but we go through this phase where we get sort of asphyxiated on the result, because really in this three-dimensional reality we can't help it. This world is always measuring everything by performance and result. And so the process in between, the intention of the heart, these things are rarely accounted for. And so with our masculine energy, we can easily also start looking at even manifestation from a linear perspective, just looking at the result of what we want to manifest or accomplish or produce, to arrive. And it's not about the destination. And when we set that point A to B, right? Well, let me put it this way. In a nutshell, manifestation is not about producing something into your reality. It's about you becoming that manifestation. That's what really is. That's what I felt truly felt compelled to emphasize today, is that we're not really manifesting something, we are becoming that version where that manifestation exists in our reality. So it is always us that's projecting the reality. I came back down to that. It comes back down to that basics, really, that I created the reality. So it's not, if it's money that we wanted to manifest, we become the version of us that has the money. So when we set point B as the point of manifestation, and the present is point A. Linearly speaking, point A to point B, straight line, it's easy, efficient, no problem. But that's really not how it works, because there is no line between point A to B. It's just your version A and you, the version B. And what happens when we transmit that intention, and the universe, spirit guides, and all the co-creative elements that responds to your intent, what they're doing is, okay, in order for you to become point B here, you'll have to go over here and shed this. You'll have to go over here and heal this and integrate it, and then go over here and release this. And it's just this, there's this convoluted map that is what it takes for your entire being to transform itself to become the point B version of you. But see, because we are looking at it linearly, we're like, why am I going this way? I want to go over here. Why am I going this way? and that frustration ensues, especially when it doesn't feel like it's relevant to the point B that we're wanting to go to. But that's the thing, is that everything is always connected. And there's no forgetting that you said you wanted to get to point B, because it was already imprinted the moment you set the intention. It's already done. And they're just navigating you through experiences, which is the ingredients and the prep process in cooking, to modify you so that you can access the reality that is point B. And so to truly embrace the journey in between, and to really be present in it, and totally even forget that you wanted to go to point B, so much so, which is the state of surrender, then that is in essence the most efficient way to get to point B, to manifest. And what I'm really coming to realize is that that journey is beautiful, my friends. That there are a lot of gems, and the path to manifestation in and of itself is filled with so much that you won't even care when you're gonna get there. And so if you're feeling frustrated or anxious, why isn't it manifesting? Why isn't it happening yet? Which I really relate. The greater the vision, the richer the journey in between. Let me say that again. The greater the vision, the more rich, the richer the journey in between. So, in that sense, know that if you have an intention to manifest something, and you go through all that formula, right? The 7 steps, like acceptance and faith and passion and drive and action. And then, of course, the last piece of that formula, surrender all of it as if it may never happen, and still sit in the present moment with joy. As you go through those things, the how and the when, it becomes most irrelevant if you know that every step you're taking, though it may sometimes feel like it's completely irrelevant or even taking you away from the very thing you want to manifest, it's not a detour. It is the perfect path to get there, because in the end, you are the one that becomes the thing that you want to manifest. You are the one that becomes the thing that you want to manifest. You are the one that becomes the thing that you want to manifest. It's all part of you. And so you're not wasting time, you're not waiting. And then the other tip here, once you manifest different things, and then you find yourself, it's not what I thought, I didn't think that it was going to make this happen, or I didn't think I had to be this way and it's going to do that to so and so. And you start judging yourself about it, or judging the outcome, then know that that is what was part of the manifestation. You just weren't consciously aware. But if it's judgment that was part of the process of releasing in your shadow, or in your refinement or evolution, then that was part of what you intended to manifest. So again, in the end, even after you manifest your desire and you find yourself coming into new obstacles or new desires and things like that, it's not that you're ungrateful, or that, oh, I didn't manifest it perfectly. It's not that at all. Everything that you got that triggered you and made you feel from it, and the new thing that came into it, that was exactly part of the package of what you wanted to manifest. So there is no need to judge it. Every step of the way, accept everything as what it is. Observe it and go, wow, okay, oh, and I'm feeling this way, and now I really want more of this. And I realized that this is helping me to realize that I don't really like this. And so that's what manifestation really is. It's just a point of the grid that you're assigning yourself to go to. And the whole process in between is where all of the gems are hidden. And the more you become present in that journey in between, probably the faster, for lack of better words, you'll arrive. Because, right, the more you enjoy something, time flies when you're having fun. So that, I feel, is the wisdom behind manifestation. If you're hung up on the method, technique, and the result, and then this is the gem for you today. I hope this made sense, and I hope this added value to you. I welcome your comments and questions. And if you are able to subscribe to this channel, like this video, all of that is very helpful. But I really appreciate you spending time with me today, and I hope to spend time with you again in our next episode. Until then, I look forward to seeing you. And if you like a personal reading and counsel, please feel free to reach out to me. All of my information is included in the description box below. So until then, the next version of the now, from the heart.